Hello, everyone, and welcome to DC Guys. Yes, it's been a very long time, but we are here, and we are here to do a special about last week's incredible comic book. After 20 years, Marvel and DC crossed over again.
Took them long enough.
It did.
It's so funny because a lot of people assumed it was going to happen like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When COVID was a thing, because comic book sales had plummeted. There were a lot of comic book writers that thought, this is the only way we're going to get readers back. I'm really upset because Scott Snyder actually had one of the most brilliant ideas imaginable, which was Batman versus everybody.
I still think that would have been the greatest comic book.
And it could still happen. We know that there are so many different crossovers coming out. Still, I do not believe this is the end.
No, this is not the end. We still have way more to come. I'm really expecting this to become an annual theme.
I don't expect that because of how many loopholes and how many companies have to be involved. I don't expect that. But I do expect this to be, maybe a good year, maybe 2 years, because they've been hinting at doing a crossover for a very long time since Doomsday Clock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We had the last issue. We had Dr. Manhattan go. There was a super secret crisis. Superman fights a green behemoth. Batman fights a man of thunder. Marvel has hinted on multiple things. There was the Flash cameo.
There was, what was it? It was in the new Blade. What was it? That Blade book you guys read? Blood Hunt?
Yeah. Yeah, Blood Hunt, yeah. So, I don't think this is the end.
I think there's an epic event coming.
Oh,
I really do. I think the crisis, the secret, I think the absolute, and I think the ultimate.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this is open a portal.
Did you hear who might be coming back to Marvel?
No, who's coming to Marvel?
Bendis.
I love Bendis. I love Bendis. Ultimate Spider-Man by Bendis is phenomenal, but I gotta give it to Jonathan Hickman. He's been doing great.
Yeah. I always tell people that I am a DC fan first and foremost, 110%. But Ultimate Spider-Man is the best comic book I have read in a very, very long time. So
I will say Ultimate Spider-Man is the best comic book series. Not until Absolute Batman. I have been reading Absolute Batman, and it's getting crazy what's happening, and it's such a different take on Batman. And
I kind of stopped reading it. I'm kind of waiting for the trades to come out, and I'm going to read it all at once. I do know a lot of the stuff that's coming on. I will say this, the first 6 issues of that run is very, very good. My only problem is it was very generic. A lot of people ask me, which one's my favorite? Is it Absolute Batman? Is it Absolute Superman? Is it Absolute Wonder Woman? Is it Absolute Mindhunter or Flash? And I really do enjoy Batman, but I really enjoy Absolute Superman because I don't know where that is going.
I haven't read Absolute Superman in a while, and it's just I just don't have the time for right now. But I will say this: the Superman run with the death of the Legion of Superheroes and the Doomsday, it is so good.
So I got to read DC KO.
Nice.
Really early. I will show you what you can do to read it too.
Good.
It was phenomenal, and everything that you think is going to happen does not happen. The only thing I'm going to say, any spoilers I'm going to say, the lineup that you see for the promotion is actually completely different.
Sweet.
So,
direction.
Yeah. And a lot of D-list heroes will show up. Detective Chimp shows up. That was funny. It's like he has a big giant sword. Plastic Man has some shine. which is someone you don't see very often. And I feel like this is going to change a lot moving forward, because essentially what the DC KO event is about is Darkseid's going to try to invade, and this is the perfect opportunity to get a hold of this MacGuffin.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of the MacGuffin, but we're going to call it the MacGuffin, where if someone gets a hold of it, they can reshape the universe. So all the heroes are like, okay, well, we have to get the MacGuffin. We can all agree that, when we touch this MacGuffin, cool, yeah. And it's just getting to that MacGuffin is what's going to be the fun part. And the strongest can only have the MacGuffin.
All right. So I wonder where I wonder where that's going to go, actually.
Well, it's going to lead to a crisis.
Well, yeah.
What does DC lead to? Crisis.
When does it never lead to crisis?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're getting we'll see probably, like I said.
Secret crisis.
Oh.
It's going to be absolute secret crisis. That's what's going to be.
The ultimate absolute super secret crisis.
The ultimate
Gosh.
absolute, yep.
That'd be a mouthful to say to customers. Oh, have you read the ultimate absolute super secret crisis?
War. Let's add the word war there too. Like,
and you're trying to look it up in the computer, see how many you have back in stock, and it's like it's just shorted down the ultimate super secret.
But back to the big event that we came to actually talk about, is Deadpool and Batman.
Woo! We'll have a picture of this. Okay, so I've been really looking forward to this. I'm not a big fan of Zeb Wells as people have watched DC guys. I really can't stand Zeb Wells' could not stand his amazing Spider-Man run.
Did a guy named Paul hurt you?
Yes! I will shout that. I really didn't know what I was going to think about it. I love, Greg Capullo's artwork. It's great. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it dragged. I wanted more. I felt like, Deadpool's working with the Joker. I'm not really shocked by that. I wasn't really shocked by that. I was really just hoping it was going to be Deadpool is to hunt Batman down and try to kill him. Kind of like the Deadpool killing the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
That's what I was really hoping for.
This was, that story itself, like, there wasn't a lot of action.
I agree.
And I think that was, like, my big disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't do anything new or fascinating with the character either characters. Mm-hmm. It was just like, Deadpool's just like, you're the Joker and you're Batman. You're going to be fighting till, why should we kill him? You should have this like rivalry that goes on for years and years. And that's it. Like, you had the really fun fight at the beginning where he's like right there fighting in front of Commissioner Gordon, or jumping through through Wayne Manor, doing the homage to the Bat. But there was no fight. There was no fight between Joker and Deadpool. There was no fight with Joker, Deadpool, and Batman. It was just talk, and it wasn't fascinating compared to a second story that was in the book. The second story, which was, let me see here. I got to see my favorite one.
The second one was Wonder Woman and Captain America.
Yeah, that was the one that where it's mostly talk. But they all exist in the same universe, and I loved about that. And I love the fact that they had key moments from both universes and be like Crisis, Infinite Earths, Civil War. That blew my mind. Yeah. And didn't they do them fighting Galactus was pretty cool. Yeah. But I mean, it's just like, the Max Lord. Yeah, they, key events, and I like that. That there was that came up with that.
Finding Steve Rogers. That's a really good one too.
Yeah.
These are this comic book right here, this one right here, in particular. This is stuff that kids imagine when they're playing with their toys.
Mm-hmm.
This is stuff that I did when I was a kid playing with my toys. I was crossing Marvel and DC over 24/7.
He made Captain America and Bruce Wayne make out.
No, not at all. But
it was Rogue and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, most likely.
But
He doesn't even have a Rogue though, but he made one.
Aw. But you know what? The one thing I really love about it's like I want more.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to the Batman, Deadpool's like, give me that one shot. Give me like, okay, this is cool. This is what I would love for a 6-issue run, like life stories.
Yeah.
You take, World War II, that's issue 1. Issue 2 is like the Avengers or the Justice League, whatever the heck, the team is going to be called. That's part 2. 3, you do Crisis. 4, it's Secret Wars. Issue 5 is Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed in with, the events of like Wonder Woman about to kill Max Whitmore. Like maybe that's the start of that Civil War.
Yeah.
Issue 6, do amalgam or something like where that would be really interesting. This is I want more.
I get it. Like they were going to sell. Like, okay, who are the 2 most popular people still in DC? Batman. Oh well, Spider-Man's probably now. They've already done Spider-Man. We'll throw Deadpool in. I get it was to grab people's attention, but it's the other stories that I felt like are just way better. Like I loved the Daredevil and Green Arrow story, and
it was only like 2 pages.
Yeah,
and it was just like this. Again, I bring up this like that's one had action and great dialogue. Like Kevin Smith did a fantastic job here.
Kevin Smith knows how to write. No offense, Zeb Wells, but you're writing. You need to find.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this right now. Zeb Wells is not a bad writer.
He wasn't good for.
There are way too many things that go on when you write a comic book, which stinks. It's like saying you hate Tom King. I'm sorry, Tom King is a great writer. He has written Mr. Miracle.
Oh yeah.
Danger Street.
Batman and Catwoman. Batman and Catwoman.
What's the other big one?
Did
Adam Strange. Those are fantastic books. Now let's take a look at the crap. Heroes in Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage. His Batman run. Garbage. And again, I don't blame him.
I blame the
editors.
I blame the editors. I blame the editors for why his run got rushed. Because when talking to him, it was supposed to be 100 issues.
Yeah. But it's what he wanted them to get married.
Mm-hmm. That was the whole point, and they didn't want that.
Yeah. And with Heroes in Crisis, I could tell there was a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell that he wanted to do a mystery. I could tell he wanted to really delve into that psyche.
My thing about Zeb Wells with Marvel is that we still have to follow that one more day. That one more day rule with Mary Jane.
We still have to talk about the clones.
Yeah.
I mean, like I hate, and this is the problem that I have with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, is that they have to acknowledge stuff in the past, the good and the bad, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It absolutely sucks. DC, it's like, this didn't work out. Cool, crisis event.
Yep, and then
or an editor comes out on Twitter going, well, if it contradicts continuity, it's just set in another universe.
It's fine.
All
right, Todd, let's talk about this one. This was the weird one. I don't know
get
how.
Me started on
no, the weird one was Crypto and Jeff the Land Shark.
Actually, I thought the Frank Miller one was the weirdest one.
I think my problem with that one.
You need to stop drawing. I'm sorry.
I think he was more artistic with it. He was like, I'm gonna have fun with this.
Yeah.
And to me, it just doesn't mix well with the story that he was telling.
I felt like I wanted more, but I don't. But I didn't want his artwork.
I wanted.
His art's not what it used to be.
Yeah, I want old Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Frank Miller. That's the art that I want. This looked very. It was Teen Titans Go Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to put it. Like I feel like it's the wrong way to put it, but it's more flashy, it's more cartoonish.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work when it comes to Old Man Wolverine and the Dark Knight. It works great with Crypto and Jeff the Land Shark. Which I would love to see more of. I would love to see Jeff the Land Shark join like the Justice Animals, whatever you call them, or hanging out with Comic the Wonder Horse or Detective Chimp.
Yeah.
It is.
I want Detective Chimp and Hit Monkey.
That would be actually really good. I liked the Jeff the Land Shark and Crypto. I thought this was very cute because you're gonna have the kids that are gonna come and pick this up.
Oh,
yes,
that one's definitely like kid friendly for kids.
And we're gonna talk about this a little bit later. Those Crypto animated shorts. Mm-hmm. I would have loved this as an animated short. They even do like a marketing to have people pick up the Marvel and DC crossover. Yeah. Have a little and that would have grabbed some people's attention. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought this would have worked perfectly. All right, let's talk about the next one. Lantern and Rocket.
I thought it was so funny. So
yeah,
I instantly regretted it. It was just so funny because they're following Rocket and it's like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be using the ring for this. Oh, but I am. It's this is for a good cause. You know
who Rocket was? Guy Gardner, basically. He's basically Guy Gardner.
I mean, he even has
as
dressed up as him too. Like I find that really funny. My only thing that I have with it is I kind of forgot it exists. I thought it was really, funny.
Yeah.
But it was just like, okay, cool, this is fun. It's not rememberable. Like if he didn't bring it up, it was like I knew there was another one.
Yeah.
If he didn't bring it up, I would have forgotten. I probably would have forgotten Logan, Old Man Logan, and Dark Knight.
See, I wanted more of this. We have the Guardians, we have the Nova Corps, and we have the Green Lantern Corps. There should have been more to this.
Yeah.
This book, as much as I love that it's this size, I wish it was a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
But I think that's what the next issue is for, for them to do a lot more.
Yeah, with Batman and Deadpool with Grant Morrison.
That's going to be great.
And there are rumors that they're going back to Superman and Spider-Man.
I've been wondering where Spider-Man's been with this whole crossover because it's like, okay, I'm like,
or even Superman. You don't see Superman.
Well, you got Superman and Page for like 1 second, but I want to
say with Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see Superman. I want to see Spider-Man. I think my all-time favorite DC Marvel crossover still is the first Superman and Spider-Man crossover, and then my second is the one that Mark Bagley did in the 90s of Batman and Spider-Man. Yeah. The Joker and Carnage. That even the Joker was like, you're insane.
My favorite is the Joker going, I'm working with a Nazi. I might be a lunatic, but I'm an American lunatic.
I have some morals.
Which is great. I love that the Joker does have like this like line. It's like
he has a line. It's there.
Yeah.
Can't see it, but it's there.
We have a special guest. How you doing? We have a dog. We have a cat walking around. We have a roommate walking around.
Oh, my foot.
But I'm expecting big news at New York Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting a series. not like a miniseries. I'm expecting a huge. They're gonna do the kind of like the JLA Avengers again.
But it comes down to two things. One, you did this big promotional push for the reprints.
Mm-hmm.
So right there, it sounds like you're working together. And two, you keep hinting at things in books. Doomsday Clock, Blood Hunt, Silver Surfer. I think Cosmic Ghost Rider had one.
It did.
Yeah.
I think this has been planned for a very long time. Yeah. I think they've been really working on this since the pandemic, since it was shut down, because the talks of Marvel and DC crossover during the pandemic. That hints something that they were working, that they are definitely working.
Well, they had to do something because the sales were down, and they were down even before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But they are they were trying to figure out how to get it to work.
Yeah, and what it comes down to money, and it's just like they came up with a 50-50 deal,
I won't be shocked if there's one crossover between an ultimate and an absolute.
That would be really interesting.
Especially because if we look at what comic book numbers, you guys, is absolute and ultimate stuff sells like crazy.
It's mainly Absolute Batman, Ultimate Spider-Man. If it's not Ultimate Spider-Man, then it's either Ultimates or even Ultimate Wolverine.
Ultimate Wolverine. When it's all done, when that series is done, I'm gonna pick up that trade and I'm gonna read that.
See, the thing is they're saying Ultimate Spider-Man's ending at what, number 25?
26.
26. I don't think it's fully gonna end.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see if it's actually gonna end or not. I don't expect it to end.
I don't think it's gonna end because it's been doing so well and everyone's been enjoying it. They're like, okay, this is gonna be the first storyline. We're gonna bring it back for a second storyline.
So here's my thing when it comes.
You can explore the whole world.
And I get that. I do generally believe things do come to an end. And I feel like there was a story and they had an ending for that story. It's just like a good TV show. Just because, a TV show has huge ratings. Stranger Things, huge ratings.
Yeah.
Cobra Commander. Yeah, not Cobra Commander.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, huge ratings. It's gonna leave open-ended.
Right.
So you could have stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, Peter from 616. Merlin shows up. You're now disappeared. Who's gonna take over?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden you have Ultimate Spider-Man. Or the big super crisis event.
Okay.
You having fun, puppy?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just shut up. My hat.
What's stopping that to be like, okay, this event's restarting both universes. Peter Parker's married with Mary Jane, has 2 kids.
Yeah.
Now it's the Ultimate Spider-Man. Maybe Reed Richards is out in the universe somewhere, but who's that at the Baxter Building? Oh, it's the evil Reed Richards. Yeah, So Wolverine. I would love to have 3 different Wolverines walking around. You have Old Man Logan, you have regular Wolverine, and then you just have Ultimate Wolverine.
See, my thing is that I do think we're going to see that again. I think we're going to see, because we'll have Ultimate Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. There will be a story called The 3 Spider-Man. There will be a story called The Wolverines. Then there will be Deadpool.
Yeah, and there's big rumors now that Bendis is coming back.
What Bendis is coming back? Yeah.
So, who helped create the original Ultimate Universe?
Which is Bendis.
So that's where I'm coming from. I would really take one. If Bendis is coming back, Bendis really created the Ultimate stuff. So, yeah. Talking about the Ultimates in the Absolute Universe, was last issue of Batman, Absolute Batman.
Yeah,
and the leaked photos.
Yeah, Absolute.
I'm scared.
Absolute Batman has been getting terrifying. I'm sorry, it's really been terrifying. I've been reading and I go, oh.
Well, it's like every issue you're like, that was good. Next issue, oh, okay, a little darker. Oh, a lot darker. And this new one, oh, okay.
Like Bane, like I thought Mr. Freeze was scary.
Mhm.
I thought Bane was terrifying.
Oh, now we got Joker.
I will say this, I love the friendship between Killer Croc and Batman.
I like the fact that Killer Croc just wants to die now.
Yeah.
Kill me. I like the fact. I love how impactful these villains are.
Well, then now you have Riddler, where he's like, on his computer, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And he's just like, "Everything's fine," and it's just like
the Penguin.
And then poor Oz.
Yeah.
Like, literally, Oz is like a lump like this in the hospital bed, and then Harvey's like bandaged up.
And it's not just like scars. It's like his head's like dented in.
Bane
may be the most ultimate threat right now. But whatever the heck is going on with the Joker, I just went, oh, God.
And I'm curious to see how that is going to actually happen.
Right, because he looks like a kaiju,
He looks like...
He's like a monster. He does not look human. He does not look animal.
He looks like the Joker from the ending of the Arkham Asylum video game when he gets Venom up.
Or he looks like the Ninja Turtles crossover.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, my big thing that shocks me is like, okay, he's supposed to be the big playboy philanthropist. He's supposed to be the Bruce Wayne of that universe. How do you come from the playboy to that?
I think he's gonna be doing something with Venom.
Yeah.
He's got money, so he's gonna try to do something with that money, and
maybe he wants to protect himself. Like he's gonna use the money to.
It goes wrong though.
Yeah, and it just goes wrong, and he goes crazy.
I think someone's gonna lose. I think he's gonna lose his mind on something.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna inject himself with Venom, and it's going to he's going to be obsessed with, or he's gonna be obsessed with Batman.
Yeah. Or Batman does something that upsets him.
Yeah.
I don't. And here's the thing: I don't want it to be just a one issue, and I really want this to be like a long.
Well, Bane has been several issues.
Bane has been several issues. Mr. Freeze, I wanted more.
Yeah,
I really loved Mr. Freeze.
He was scared.
That's fine. This is a whole different universe. I mean, I'm really excited for what the next issue was. Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
She looks amazing, and she has a tail.
Yes,
and it acts like a rope and whatnot. Like, did you see how she took Alfred out?
I know you're looking forward to that issue. I know you're a big Catwoman fan.
I'm excited for Wonder Woman because we're getting the first appearance of Absolute Satana.
Yeah,
that's gonna look really good.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see where that's gonna go. I'm expecting at this New York Comic-Con, I'm expecting to hear about the Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Absolute Justice League. I'm expecting to hear Absolute Superman will meet Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman.
They're gonna hate each other.
I know it's coming.
Batman and Wonder Woman are meeting first.
Yeah. Here's the big thing. Okay, so I read another book in advance. Mm-hmm. Spoilers. I am flat out saying spoilers. I read Absolute Evil.
I had that on my poll.
How was it?
It was really good.
Okay.
And they do a big thing. There is an absolute JSA.
Ah. You're not going to mention who's in it, are you?
We know it's Hawkman.
Right.
For sure. That's what we know.
Yep.
So.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm not going to, I can't say, can't say anything either.
Say it.
Oh, I mean, the stuff you've said, it looks really good. I've been really looking forward to that one. I am curious if we're going to get a whole, I want to see an absolute Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
I would love to see that, but which holder would you do? Because
Do
there's
the
several.
original. Do the original.
The original?
Yeah, do the original. Or completely change, like have it still be the original,
Mm-hmm.
but the helmet is a lot different.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I want like it all to be completely different because this
I
is
wouldn't
what
mind the helmet having a different design because it's like, the helmet, we're used to it having, it's just, you don't see any eye holes or anything, it's just a helmet. Just a gold thing that you put on your head.
Yeah.
But talking about other than just absolute, we had a new. It's kind of revived. I don't know if it's kind of rebooted. I mean, it's revived all the DC comics with the suit. Batman's gone back with the gray and blue.
Mm-hmm.
I loved
Matt Fraction. Yeah.
Fraction
I-
Batman run.
That was so good. Number one. I ate something, Bruce. I know. It's okay.
I love
And he takes the dinosaur home too.
Yeah. I love the fact he's like he feels defeated and now he's conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do I do? Like, it used to be like, I'm here to protect the city, the citizens of Gotham, and I want to rehabilitate the villains.
And he takes off his mask when talking to Wayland.
And I really like about that. I love the one shot. He's just sitting on his chair. He's just in his chair, and he's all beaten up. He's got one boot on, one sock on. He's becoming a human.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Batman's always supposed to be nocturnal. He's supposed to be the best of the best. But
Around.
at the end of the day, Batman's a human.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really fascinated about. Just like, I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the next villains. Because, like, there are a couple of villains in here that, like, there's no way you're going to be able to save these guys. Like, I'm sorry, you're not ever going to save the Penguin. You're not going to save Falcone or Harvey, you could.
Harvey, there's
I
an
don't know.
there's an episode of Batman the Animated Series.
I know. We've watched that episode.
It's the second chance. Yeah. They can happen.
Yeah.
The Penguin. The Penguin's really about greed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Penguin got his damn bird, and he like.
Well, that's the old Penguin. We're looking at the modern Penguin where he's a gangster. He's,
Ma.
out of my way.
It's like the new Batman and Robin, the new last issue Batman and Robin, not year one.
The new one.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, yeah, the Penguin's a mob, but there looks like there's an older guy. There's an older guy that's coming in, and he's going to stop the Penguin. That's how it's. But I really like about that one too is here's Bruce and Damian. They're fighting crime. They got done. They got defeated. Damian's doing it, and Bruce is like, "Want to go to a show?" He goes, "But we're Batman and Robin. We don't go to the shows. Let's go see a movie." They're humanizing them finally. It's really cool. I've heard Nightwing's really good.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
Well, just wait till you see Absolute Superman. I know you're not caught up on it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say I'm caught up on Absolute Superman, and the direction they're going, I'm excited for more. We just had Brainiac as the villain, but not only is it Brainiac, it's also Ra's al Ghul.
The Ra's al Ghul, I'm expecting Ra's al Ghul to lead into something with with that Absolute Batman.
You'll see.
I'm waiting for. I'm curious to see where you have Brainiac and Ra's al Ghul.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that lead into Lex Luthor?
Yeah.
Um,
We haven't seen him yet.
Yeah,
in Absolute Superman, which is nice.
What if Lex Luthor is like was behind the whole thing with Ra's al Ghul? It's gonna be
I
behind.
wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Have any of you been keeping up with Absolute Green Lantern or Absolute Flash?
Flash and Green Lantern, no.
Okay,
Martian
I'm the only one.
Manhunter.
I'm the only
Something
one.
big happens.
See, I'm not caught up on that one yet.
Okay, then I won't say anything. Sorry.
Well, I'm not surprised with that.
Yeah, he shows up.
I'm not surprised. But Absolute Flash and Green Lantern. First of all, Absolute Green Lantern I'm loving because it's completely different than what we know for Green Lantern. They go inside the lantern itself,
That's cool.
and everyone's alive.
Sweet. Oh, save the comic, save the comic. Here we go.
Absolute Flash, I love how Gorilla Grodd is a tiny monkey. You know?
Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that.
And I just love how Wally is just like, I can't. And he's like, no, Wally, save.
Mm-hmm.
And, Grodd's like helping Wally and everything. And I feel bad for him, kind of, because, it's just, he doesn't understand what he's done. And, Barry's dead.
And he can't control.
Yeah, he can't control it. Like, I love the suit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, he can't control it. And I'm hoping later down the road, he's able to control it more. Like, especially once we get into Absolute Justice League. I hope, part of me wants to see one part in Absolute Justice League where it's like, because he's like a kid. I mean, technically, all of them are, young adults, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think, what's her name from Absolute Green Lantern? She's a little bit older.
Far Spectre? Batgirl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, Wally's really the only kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like they're going to grind on him and be like, control yourself, kid. Do better. It's like, they're not going to be that supportive Justice League where it's just like, hey, if you need help controlling your powers, we're here for you. That's what Superman would do. But Superman's going to be like, figure it out yourself. And he's not going to be nice about it.
So, you guys want to know more spoilers of DCK?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
So, as they go search for the MacGuffin, there's levels that they have to defeat.
Oh, of course.
The Absolute Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman enter the field.
Oh. So it's basically like Super Smash Bros. Where it's like, the...
Yep.
A new challenger approaches.
Yeah, a second, because it's like, okay, I know that's absolutely, they would all in shadow. You don't see the full face. So I could be absolutely wrong. You can look at the legs, and it's like, it's clearly Absolute Wonder Woman. Superman and Batman.
When does KO come out?
It's a good question. I don't remember.
It was
I know it's soon.
this week, I think.
Is it this week?
It was either this week or the 27th.
I thought it was in October. I could be wrong, like I said.
We'll find out.
It's soon.
But talking about DCKO and all like that, in Absolute Superman, there is a character named Peacemaker. How are we liking the new season?
We are behind 2 episodes, but I'm really enjoying where it's going.
I'm liking it because it's like he goes into this whole new world and he's just like, I'm loved here. My brother's alive. My dad's alive. And they're not dicks. And he's like...
And everyone's white.
Well, and he's like...
Yeah, pretty much.
I find it so funny, though, that... What's his face? Is just like, I have bird blindness. You could have told me that was an eagle.
Tim Meadows.
Love Tim Meadows.
You guys are going to love the last episode with Eagly.
I love
Eagly.
I love Eagly. and my coworkers over at Palermo, shout out to Palermo's, have this thought theory that Eagly and Peacemaker are going to somehow connect and they're going to become, like, we're going to find out Peacemaker had powers.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think that.
No. Because even in the comics, he didn't have powers.
That'd be interesting, but it's like, again, how would they do that? Because he didn't have powers in the comics. So
Right.
There was never a incarnation where he has powers. Do you think this is Earth X?
Yes, I do believe it's Earth X.
And who do you think it? What about you?
I think it is Earth X. I'm starting to believe it's Earth X more and more with each episode that's coming out. Because I'm just like, okay, where does this fall? Because, if you go back, it shows, the flashbacks from Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple of continuity things where it's just like, well, okay, that character was from this, which was part of this universe. This character, But then it's just like, okay, so now in this universe, now we have the Justice Gang that shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And Maxwell Lord. So now it's just like, okay, so each episode we watch, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to think it's more Earth X. But
so I was thinking about this earlier today because everyone's talking about there's going to be this big cameo.
Yeah.
And my original idea, if this is Earth X, I'm still sticking with my original idea. If this is truly X, there's only one character that should be the cameo, and only James Gunn can do, and that's Uncle Sam and the Freedom Fighters. And I would love the idea of just like Uncle Sam, big fight, Peacemaker, Uncle Sam, and Peacemaker's like, why am I fighting Uncle Sam?
Yeah.
And that's when he clicks where he's at, and he's just like, now he has to turn on his brother and his,
Yeah.
Or, and this is the other big one, there is no Superman. Lex Luthor won because no one believes in Superman because he is an alien. This is still X. And here's this alien going, you're an alien. We're racist against black people, Asian people. We're going to be racist against aliens. And Lex Luthor gets everyone behind him.
I actually really like the theory. I really do believe that Superman and Lex Luthor are the big cameos.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thinks it's going to be Batman. We're going to talk about in a second. We're going to talk about Man of Tomorrow, and we're going to talk about James Gunn.
And we're going to talk about the Batman.
Then we'll talk about the Batman. We're going to catch you up on all our DC news in a heartbeat. And then we're going to talk about James Gunn was the monkey.
And do we want to talk about how there might be a Detective Chip movie?
Yes, we're doing the right way. We're doing a DC guys the right way. So, I do think Superman and I do think Lex Luthor are going to be the big cameos. I look at these behind the scenes shots. That's the big thing is David Corswell is in a Superman costume.
Hanging out with John Cena wearing an outfit from the show.
He's with the other actors and he's in his Superman suit again. To me, Superman will be the big cameo. And James Gunn has said that Peacemaker leads into Man of Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is that will we find out at the end of this episode that Thor has been released from, I don't know.
What I'm thinking, because I expect either two things to generally, three things could happen. Okay. One, Peacemaker just leaves the universe and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Two, what was I going to say?
Oh, just a boob.
Yeah. Two, Brainiac is behind all these doors.
That would
seems plausible.
That would make sense.
Would lead into Man of Tomorrow
because that script. Because why is there a picture of the brain of the human brain?
Okay, so
I know you had theories on this.
There's going to be a couple things, but what was the third thing I was going to say? Or the sky becomes red, in that universe.
That would be cool.
Leading into the one thing DC knows how to do.
Crisis. Which, here's the thing.
Boom, crisis already.
Here's the thing, is James Gunn has had talks with every of all the other DCEU actors. He's even said he had talks with Michael Keaton. There's going to be a crisis. Todd thinks it's going to happen in the next 5 years.
I can see. Here's my thing. You kind of have to have it in the next 5 years, mostly because if you want to have this big event with Batman, with Michael Keaton or George Clooney, Brandon Routh, Grant Gustin, these guys get old.
Yeah.
You want to be able to do that. So you kind of have to do it fast. And I feel like the best way to kind of do that is be like, in the background, the anti-monitor is slowly creeping up. Things like that. Establish that there are multiple universes. This is why, that's why he brings up Elseworlds and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I'm like, if you're going to do it, you got to kind of have to do it soon because Michael Keaton's old.
Yeah.
All these actors are old. So if you want,
Val Kilmer.
If you want to have this grandiose thing, because that's the only thing that's going to make Crisis work, in my opinion, on a live action scale, is having these old actors, or having these past actors come back for these roles.
And all these past actors have said, never say never.
Yeah.
That's the most intriguing part of it all, is for the longest time, we didn't know what was going on.
That's the same thing with Marvel, too.
But the thing is you never say never with these characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I stand by my statement. Henry Cavill will return as Superman.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
He's going to be the Golden Age Superman.
Ben Affleck will be back as Batman.
We'll have Henry Cavill meet David Cornswell.
We will have, I think, not for a little bit, but I think in maybe 6 years, we will have a Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Now,
And it will be Henry Cavill.
Now, will we have
I wouldn't go that far.
Pattinson as Batman?
No.
Meet any of these characters?
No.
No.
Here's my question. Talking about Kingdom Come for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Would Zachary Levi return?
I think he would.
Yes. He loved the DC universe. He just hated the way he was being treated He was being treated because of some wrestler.
Yeah.
Because of some wrestler that was trying to take over the DC universe. But as you can see, it did change the DC universe. And I will stand with that joke that Lorenzo and you made. I really do think so. Someone came up with a really cool theory. I don't think it will happen, but I never know James Gunn. Mm-hmm. Someone said that Grant Gustin could just randomly show up.
Yeah.
Which I would love that. I loved his Flash.
Yeah.
He's a great Flash.
And if you remember in Crisis and I think it's the last season, he goes through the Speed Force. We don't know where he ended up a couple of times. He might have ended up in Peacemaker's world.
Did I ever tell you what I wanted to do for Shazam 3?
What do you want to do?
A while ago, me, Adam, and Lorenzo, we did this whole thing what we would do if we actually rebooted the DC universe, which
I still have mine.
I still have mine too. I still stand, and that.
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool. But Shazam 3 is, you still have this open ending with Dr. Savalier and Mr. Mind, and I really want it to be they're the cause of the crisis. They build the machine to go back to the beginning of time.
See that?
Waking up the anti-monitor.
I really wanted a Shazam 3. I've told this to Lorenzo, and I think I've told this to you. I really think Zachary Levi's Shazam fits really well in James Gunn's universe.
Oh, he does. 100%.
Especially that first movie.
Oh, yeah.
With the bulky with that bulky suit. Yeah, 100%.
My only problem that I love Zachary Levi. I think he's a phenomenal actor. I wish he was built bigger. That's my only negative thing that I have to say about him. Still looks good. I think he does make a good, Shazam.
Absolutely nice guy, by the way.
Yeah. I still wanted the original choice for Shazam.
Who was the original?
It was Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
And
I would love to have seen it for the sole purpose of that is a completely different role for him.
Yeah.
but instead he wanted to play Black Adam.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. He was, oh, I want to play Black Adam. We wanted you to play Shazam.
See, the only thing from Black Adam that I loved was the Justice Society because
I've never seen it.
Dr. Fate is my favorite.
I love Dr.
The
Fate.
banter between was it the Atom and Hawkman, where he's just like, and he's like, I'm sorry. He's like, you're gonna get it. But Dr. Fate in that movie was just amazing. I'm glad we got to see him on screen, even if it was for a short time.
Well, rolling into upcoming projects, we have Man of Tomorrow, which I thought James Gunn just dropping that randomly was great. It would freak the whole internet, and everybody was like, "Oh!" And you know, they got all these wonderful, and they got all these comic writers, Jim Lee, Dan Mora. It was like, okay, cool. All right, Lex Luthor, we're getting the suit. Finally. The toys are done teasing. It is time to see this in real life. But then it was yesterday. He drops a picture of the human brain. And everyone's like, oh, what does it mean? What does it mean? Brainiac's coming. Mm-hmm. We're finally getting Brainiac. It is finally time.
Now, what's the design they'll go with, though? Because I'm interested in that. We gotta do animated series, Brainiac? See, it'd be interesting if they did Absolute Superman almost, you know, like...
Yeah.
Because, like, that is menacing and scary.
It's the one Jeff Johns wrote. It's called Man of Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Man of Tomorrow.
I want that design. Ooh.
That was a good design too.
That is great design. That he is an alien, but he is a cyborg.
I know this. Who do you want?
The cast you told me. I have not stopped thinking about it. I love that casting choice you came up with.
What did I say?
Matt Smith.
Yeah.
You told me, Matt. What about Matt Smith?
Oh, Matt Smith. Yeah, I think Matt Smith would be good. And my other choice, which is it's kind of typecasting a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Bettany.
Okay.
That one, he's a little old now. Zachary Quinto. Quinto would do great. I loved him as Spock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what people say about the Star Trek movies. I loved him as.
They were fine movies.
Yeah.
I love those.
But Zachary Quinto would be good. I mean,
I haven't seen him in anything recently.
Yeah.
no, I haven't. He was great as Slyler in Heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heroes season 1 is like one of my all-time favorite comic book things.
I forgot whatever happened to that show because that was a good show.
Writer's strike.
Writer's strike and shit stories.
That's right.
But how excited are you for Man of Tomorrow now?
I am very excited.
I am excited. I know we didn't talk about it, but I love this Superman movie so much. I don't think I can stop watching it.
I was actually going to try to watch it today. Maybe after I'm done here, I might actually they're playing it at my gym.
Oh, nice.
They show movies at my gym.
We watch it. I think every Friday. It's on. It's on
HBO Max now. You can watch it whenever.
It's like I don't know, almost every other week.
Every other week we'll just have it on in the background.
Yeah.
At this point, if we're just gonna play on our phones or watch or relax, we have Superman on. It's just so good. Mm-hmm. And then when like one of my favorite scenes comes on, then I'll start mimicking the scene.
It's so fun.
So the question is going to be, it's sitting at Brainiac, but could it be Brainiac? Because it's not a machine. That picture is not a machine. It's a brain.
It's a brain. It would be really cool.
A human brain.
It would be really cool if it's something new that James Gunn designs for Brainiac. It's a new origin because we don't have any new origins in theaters. There's never been an origin on the big screen. It's been always talked about. It's almost happened, the great Christopher Walken almost became Brainiac.
Needs more camera.
Needs no kryptonite.
Superman, Man of Steel, the Bryan Singer sequel, that almost happened.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Burton.
That's the one. Yep.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder had talked about the sequel would have been with Brainiac. So we've always had Brainiac, but James Gunn finally doing it, and when it sees on the screen, I'm gonna be happy because
someone's finally done it.
Because someone has finally done it. It's not a cartoon,
No.
and it's not on a cartoon,
Yeah.
and it's not in a comic book,
He's real.
and the general audience is going to be like, well, who's this? And I generally
read the comics.
And I generally think that people will that those DC box sets, people will pick up and want to know more about Brainiac. And I think Brainiac is really well done in the absolute. And yes, Man of Tomorrow is in that Superman box set.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives hints of what could possibly come to the future.
So this is going to be my plot idea for Man of Tomorrow. I think it's going to be very, very Lex Luthor heavy. It's going to be Lex Luthor is the star. This is going to be the Lex Luthor movie. I think it's going to wrap with him being in Blackgate. Trial's about to be set, things like that. Brainiac shows up, defeats Superman. Commander Waller or Rick Flag, whoever, is like, we need the smartest man in the world. Mr. Terrific's going to be pissed off. Lex Luthor's like, okay, this is what I need, and this is what I want. Full pardon. No trial, full pardon. Teams up with Superman. Obviously defeats Brainiac. I put that in quotation marks for reasons. Sequel bait. For one particular episode of Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
He is given that full pardon. People look at Lex Luthor as the hero of the world.
And runs for president.
Runs for president of the United States. Yep.
He's gonna get his country like he wanted.
On the one, what if Brainiac controls the Justice League? That we're seeing because we notice Hawkgirl's returning. Aaron Peters might be coming into it. He'll be making his theatrical debut as Green Lantern, Superman. What if the Justice League's being controlled by Brainiac and it's up to Lex Luthor to stop? Save the Justice League.
Rather than him running for president, Lex Luthor is the one who starts the Justice League.
I like that. Buys the Justice game off of Max Lord and
doesn't even do that. Just like, you never trademark it, dude.
Takes it over.
Yeah. Just...
Well, it's like that one scene where Batman goes to Lex Luthor and Lex is like, well, technically, I'm still part of Justice League, and Batman's like, for now.
But getting into Batman, James Gunn's been talking about Batman again, which is cool. I'm really excited for what he does for Wonder Woman. I think Wonder Woman still is gonna. I don't know how Wonder Woman is if it's gonna get fast tracked really quick, but they have a story.
Yeah,
It is getting almost done. They have actors in mind. But the thing is, there's one particular very big actor. And James Gunn he talks to him and he just doesn't know how he felt about him. But he has a list and they are well-known names.
I'm very shocked on that one.
I think to me, Warner Brothers had to say, Peter Safran had to go, we can get unknown actors for a lot of these guys, but we have to make Batman because Batman's almost like a Bond role now.
Yeah.
But
you didn't know Daniel Craig before
I still
Casino Royale, so.
But it's like, okay, how old is he? Is this Batman now? Because go ahead.
The bigger question though too is it Bruce Wayne?
See, that's the thing. is that the run that they're teasing, and all the time they show the pictures, that's not Bruce Wayne. That's Dick Grayson. And every cover he's shown for those Batman, that's Batman and Robin written by Grant Morrison. And that's Dick Grayson taking over as Batman after Darkseid zapped him in
Final Crisis.
Yeah, Final Crisis, which is a great comic, by the way. Everyone should go read that. Final Crisis, people. So I really hope it is Dick Grayson, but if it's Bruce Wayne, it's Bruce Wayne. But but as James Gunn says, we have the story. He says that's been one of the biggest trouble was a Batman story.
Mm-hmm.
He says Batman will be easier to cast than Superman. David Korzman was the second audition, and they said that's the guy. Batman, they're just gonna put the mask over him, and they're gonna see. They were talking about the white eyes, saying I don't know if we're gonna be able to do those. He hasn't talked about the suit, but he's talked about he's got the actors in mind. So my question is this: is it gonna be this year, or is it gonna be next year? We're going to hear that Batman Brave and the Bold. Because I still think it's going to be called Batman. I think there's going to be Batman Brave and the Bold.
It's going to be called Brave and the Bold. And I do think he is going to show up in a movie, and that's where you're going to learn who he is. I don't think James Gunn's going to come out and be like, so-and-so is Bruce Wayne. No.
I think, because I really do think, because Batman's one of the most popular superhero of all time. It's true. You want to surprise everyone. Could you imagine getting the Marvel kind of screams? Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
And that's what they need.
Mm-hmm.
They need that Marvel scream. Like, as much as I love to sit here and be like, Superman's a fantastic movie, there wasn't a true, wow. Like, Spider-Man pulling the shield away from Captain America. Captain America going, Avengers assembled, or,
I am Iron Man.
Blade.
Yeah.
Or Chris Evans, as the Human Torch and Deadpool. You don't have those moments yet.
The thing that the audience, when they all said, every time I went to see Superman, especially with you, we all sat in the post-credit scene. I heard everyone always said, Batman's coming, Batman's coming, Batman's coming. Could you imagine what the post-credit scene would have been if Batman had shown up?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all desiring that taste of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about a different Batman in a second, but we're going to desire that taste ever since that Creature Commandos cameo, which to me, I still think is one of the best cameos.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Gunn said that they had more, like he was going to crash through the window and he was going to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
But the theme was, that wasn't James Gunn's costume. But the theme too is, we got to tell James Gunn this too. Batman switches costumes all the time. It doesn't matter.
Have you seen how many he has?
Yeah.
He has so many.
But it's one of those things is like, yes, Batman has multiple costumes. Me and you know that. She knows that.
But the general audience doesn't.
The general, they look at it like, okay, Batman has one costume.
And the theme that also, too, that's going to lead right into our topic really well, is that there is a particular Batman that everybody wants. But they're not going to get that Batman. We're leading into Robert Pattinson's Batman Part 2, Matt Reeves. Number one, congratulations to the Penguin.
Winning the Emmys, yeah.
Winning Emmys.
Yeah.
This is a comic book show about the Penguin. Yeah, come.
I'm putting that one in absolute quotation marks. Like, it's just the name. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. This is a mafia story.
Yeah. This is the Sopranos meets DC Comics.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it. But Matt Reeves coming out talking about the Batman Part 2. How excited he is. We are in pre-production, by the way, folks. We are getting the cast is getting rounded up. The scripts are being delivered. Robert Pattinson's going to be getting ready to hit that gym again.
Yeah.
It's very soon. Pattinson's going to be one of the most busiest people next year. And then he talked about this. This is a villain we have not seen. Now, you and I have had a heated debate.
That was very funny.
It's like couples therapy.
You enjoyed it, though.
I did. I really did, because it was like, oh, this is cool, arguing over this. Instead of what we're doing for dinner.
Did you figure out what we were having for dinner, though?
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
We already established that. we're on to who's the next villain for the Batman. Is it this? No, it's got to be this. Well, no, I think you're wrong.
It's a lot of he, she, they.
And his dad even put me down for one villain that I think could be one of the villains for the movie. And we also saw him on screen when we were watching some Batman shorts on YouTube. And I'm like, see? This is exactly why I think it would be this guy.
But we're going more into depth of this, and this is like the big description he talks about. Bruce Wayne doesn't want to be Batman anymore. Mm-hmm. What is the reason? That's going to be that's what I'm really excited about this movie so much is Bruce Wayne doesn't want to be Batman. He doesn't want to put on that mask. It's like
because he went through shit.
Well, yeah,
in the first movie, like
yeah.
Well,
like we know why he doesn't want to be Batman.
But like for example, in Batman versus Superman, you see you see the suit come out, and Ben Affleck's just staring at it angrily, looking at it. Mm-hmm. I want to see that kind of like I hate this theme, and there's going to be a reason why he's going to have to put this back on. Mm-hmm. Todd, who are the villains you're thinking? These are
so. It really comes down to two people, mm-hmm. And it's not. I was going to say it come down to three people, but the more I was thinking about it, and I was watching Nando Films, mm-hmm. which is he's a big YouTuber. He does everything about comic books and things like that. And he was talking about this, and I kind of agree with him. He kind of swayed me into believing it's this one particular one. But it comes down to either Hush or it comes down to Hugo Strange.
Well, it's our two answers. Goofy.
Yeah. I thought it could have been the Court of Owls.
I think the Court
that'll be teased at the end of part 2. Maybe not fully teased, but a taste. So it gets you ready for the third.
So you're taking my idea again.
So I think Matt Reeves did come out and say it was going to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
And as much as I would love to sit there and be like, the Court of Owls is going to be that character or be the villain of the third movie, you still have one particular character that you have to address, and his name is the Joker, and you need to have him front and center. So
I don't like how their Joker looks.
But you can change it,
Yeah, we can change it.
But they also talked about that there would be like villains TV series. I thought about this. What about the Court of Owls having a TV series?
That'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting.
I would love to have a Jonah Hex show with the new 52 where he's hanging out with Arkham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're buddies. Dr. Arkham is hanging out with Jonah Hex, fighting, building a city. And, whoever starts the Court of Owls is right there with them, helping them out. I think would be a very interesting. But the thing that Nando, said in his video about Hush, he's just like, he's just the same person as Batman. And it's just like the only difference is that he's just a skilled, surgeon. That's the only thing that makes him who he is. And you haven't leaned into him per se. Mm-hmm. Like, if the first movie was Bruce Wayne hangs out with his best buddy, Tommy Elliott. Cool. And you're leading into, he wants Bruce Wayne's money, things like that. Then yes. But you didn't do that in the first movie. And more importantly, this is my big thing, is you can't really adapt Batman Hush as Batman Part 2 because you have that fantasy element evolving around everything. You have Superman, you have the, what is the main big fight? There's three big fights that happen in this movie, or three big things that happen. Ra's al Ghul going, who went into my pool? Mm-hmm. Poison Ivy, Superman, Catwoman, Batman. You can't do that in this movie.
It probably will be Hugo Strange as he talks about the Rogues Gallery. Not one word from you. The Rogues Gallery.
And I would love it to be like Hugo Strange. You're free! Have fun,
I could see this Batman being very chaotic, like Arkham. Mm-hmm. I could see it really going like the Arkham way.
I could see it Bruce Wayne needing therapy. He goes to Hugo Strange. Hugo Strange puts 2 and 2 together. He talks to the Riddler. He really puts 2 and 2 together.
And then he goes, oh, he's Batman.
Yeah.
I have the identity of Batman. Yeah. Wait, this is not the right clip.
Wait! It's not the right tape!
I always wanted to make, this is going to be, I always wanted to make a Condiment King fan film. And it was a story where the Condiment King is on the couch and Hugo Strange is like, tell me about your childhood. Like this is the origin story of the Condiment King. And I really want, and the way I had it written out is just like, father worked at a ketchup company, drunk all the time, like the most generic thing, but it's just condiments. Just everything's replaced with condiments. He finally raises enough money to open up a hot dog stand, and Batman bashes the Joker into it, destroys the, it's like, and he's like, if I need respect, I need to be just like the Batman villains, and that's how he becomes the Condiment King, and it ends with like, Hugo Strange goes like, okay, you're just fucking crazy. Like, there's no, you actually need to be in Arkham Asylum. You need the therapy.
I'm going to prescribe you some of these meds.
Exactly, And then he goes, this does not work for what my big plan is. And then it ends with this end shot going, Bruce Wayne. And a little clip, little paper clip as a picture of Batman. Going, this will not help me fix my problem when it comes to the Bruce Wayne's file.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I told him Hugo Strange. His dad wrote me down for Hugo Strange. Thank you, Jeff. So basically, if you read about the character Hugo Strange, he tries to use all of that against Batman to defeat him. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, Alfred's going to recover, and he's going to tell Bruce, and it's going to happen literally right after the events. The city's like gone down with the flooding, and it's probably going to take place literally also after the Penguin season 1. Yeah. And he's going to be like, so I think you should go see a therapist. After everything that's happened, me almost dying too, and he's like, maybe you're right, Alfred. Maybe I do need to go out and make more public appearances. Maybe I should go do this. So he goes and sees Hugo Strange. Hugo Strange is like, okay, Mr. Wayne, tell me, where did this all begin? Well, it began when I was a young boy. And, it leads into that. And so, Hugo Strange is, they do a couple sessions because, I feel like the Batman took a bit of a toll on Bruce, especially mentally. He literally almost died fighting all those Riddler goons. And luckily, influencers. Luckily, Selena was there and helped him. So it was just like he's rethinking everything, and so who do you go see? Hugo Strange. Hugo Strange, after a while, is starting to piece some things together, and is like, Bruce Wayne is Batman. That can't be. So he goes to the Riddler. Because, he also does some of Arkham's patients, too.
Yeah.
And, he's the Riddler's doctor, too. So he's just like, the Riddler's talking about Batman, the whole thing. And Riddler is, doing like a riddle, essentially.
Yeah.
Who is the Batman? So eventually Hugo Strange puts two and two together.
I think the Riddler knows.
Oh, the Riddler definitely knows.
He's gonna flouse it.
He's gonna say it to Hugo Strange. Because he's gonna say it as a riddle first.
Yeah.
And then
He'll put
Hugo Strange is like, well, I don't know. Who is Batman? Bruce Wayne. And Hugo Strange is going to go, the clock is going to be turning in his mind.
And then what could happen, I was thinking about this, was a bit of what Ben Affleck's script was going to be was Arkham.
Mm-hmm.
What if the GCPD, Hugo Strange talked about saying we need to talk to Bruce Wayne, we need to get him investigated,
But then you have Gordon being like, why do we need to investigate Bruce Wayne?
But here's the thing, I don't think Gordon's commissioner yet in this whole thing. So
no, not yet. But he's going to be the one off to the side, being like, why do we need to? He's a good cop.
Yeah, but half of Gotham's cops are dirty.
Yeah.
So they'll do that, and they'll throw Bruce Wayne or Arkham.
Yeah.
So there's another rumor who it could be too, and I thought this was a very interesting rumor. Phantasm.
Yeah, I really liked that one.
We just watched The Phantasm, which great movie, but I was like, I don't know, because he was like, oh, here, I'll let you figure it out. And Andrea, she was engaged to Bruce Wayne at some point.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, now we have to introduce Andrea, and it's like...
But there's a backstory to it.
There's a whole backstory to that.
But you're able to tell you that in an animated movie that's an hour long.
And here's the thing, too. Remember, we were watching this on Batman Day.
Yeah.
And, she saves Bruce. They fall in love. And Alfred's like, what are we going to talk about? What about your other persona? And he goes, I don't know. I'm not sure. Because he's always because he's always had feelings.
Well, it's because he keeps looking at his parents' portrait and saying, could I have this life? Could I have the happiness that my father found with my mother?
Continue.
Well, let's look at this person. Let's look at this this way.
But is he ready for marriage?
No, he's too crazy.
No.
He's insane. But so is she.
Yeah, she was also doing it for her dad.
So maybe it's not that particular. Maybe it's still Phantasm.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not her. Maybe it's Sophie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you have this character that everyone knows because of the TV show. Add a little they knew each other in the past.
Even though Matt Reeves said that, she's not in this. But you know what? That's the thing is, really, you were writing the script. It took you were redoing the script so many times.
He's probably just telling us that because, he doesn't want us.
But I love the series. It's Sophie.
Yeah.
That's
it doesn't have to be her. It could be anyone could be the Phantasm. And you can have the whole just some assets. And it could be a mystery.
We're framing Batman.
Yeah.
There's a person that looks like Batman.
And I think it's kind of cool. Just you have a character that's killing the mafia. Heck, you could do Phantasm It's Catwoman.
That'd be cool. I'd be fine with that. I like the idea of the Phantasm because it's a villain that has not been.
Right. I don't know.
You're still sticking with your Hugo.
I'm sticking.
I'm still sticking with Hugo. I feel like you have that connection with the Penguin, so you can add that in there. Like, the Mafia has gone to Arkham. He has that connection now that there's that Mafia connection.
Yeah.
It's like I can be part of the Mafia. All I have to do is be like, okay, Bruce Wayne's Batman. Let me release you. Hey, a Joker. Here's the keys. And then nice little cameo leading up to the third issue. Yeah, the third movie.
Has a folder. I know who the Batman is. Oh, wrong folder.
But the thing is that it would just it leads to this idea of this whole rogues gallery.
And it'd be really interesting? This kind of reminds me of an episode of The Batman where the computer, is going to release this video of who Batman is. Can you imagine if you replace that and it's Hugo Strange instead? And he's just like, you have to make a decision, man.
Yeah, an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Could also see that happening.
I would love for the Batman Part 2 to end with Bruce Wayne's Batman.
I'd love that because that separates the DC. That separates the DC. We're still gonna have the people that are gonna go, well, what does this mean for Superman after the Man of Tomorrow? Nothing. It's literally a separate movie, and as Matt Reeves says,
absolutely nothing.
It's an Elseworld story.
Yeah. I mean, unless everyone is truly, truly lying to us, which is a possibility. I do not, which I do not think it is. There's too much talk. It's like, what is the joke? Is Joaquin Phoenix Joker part? It's like, no.
No.
It's I could totally see Matt Reeves like, it's not a part of it. Shut up. Leave us alone.
Because eventually they're going to do that with a Superman.
Yeah.
So they're going to do a Superman story that's not going to need David Corswell.
Yeah.
So
I do expect when they do an Elseworld Superman story, I do believe it's going to be Red Sun.
Oh, 100%.
It's either going to be Red Sun or it's going to be Captain Carrot. I still stand by it. If James Gunn was smart, you do a Captain Carrot cartoon series. And then you end in the final episode, there's a red sky. Just saying. And then Captain Carrot is transported to,
All right. But let's head back to the DC studios. And Todd, let's talk about that. We're in the works of possibly a Detective Chimp movie.
I don't think it's going to happen. But there was a tweet that came out and just like, can I make a Detective Chimp movie? And James was like, if you write it.
James Gunn would love that.
Yeah. I would love...
Give us the monkey.
I would love the monkey. I would love the monkey. And I would love a buddy cop story with Detective Chimp and Nightmaster. Because of the people who don't know, he's like, Nightmaster ran this bar that got destroyed during Dark Knight's Metal, and to show love and respect to Nightmaster, he would carry his sword around. I think that, I also just like the idea of just he is the better detective. Batman has said that he is their detective, and I think that'd be kind of cool. There was rumors a while ago. There was an actual Detective Chimp script where Detective Chimp is trying to figure out this murder mystery, and you find out that it was Detective Chimp's animalistic side that did all the murders.
I think Detective Chimp would have fit perfectly for the CW DC universe.
Yeah.
I really thought we could have gone that far, but possibilities. The last scene to catch up on was Clayface. I've seen the set photos. I've already seen dancing. Are we going to do another Joker? I don't know. It looks good. I like what it could possibly be.
I'll have to see.
what I'm hearing, and that kind of hoping it's like it is a story of the Phantom of the Opera.
That's what.
And have it be on a film set. I think that would be really cool. I think that would be interesting. You could, introduce, a particular gang of teenage mystery solvers, maybe.
That'd be great.
Something of that nature, or like you bring in, another like B-list, detective.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be really cool.
Introduce Harvey Bullock.
I would love that. I would love Harvey Bullock,
Because on Sunday I was watching Cape Crusader, underrated show.
Oh, yeah.
I really believe that it's even at standards of Batman animated series.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know. No, the Clayface episode,
Oh.
Basil Karloff. I love that. I mean, I just, the whole mystery of it, and I really hope that Matt Hagen loved Basil Karloff's movies, and he wanted to be the next Basil Karloff. And we find out that Basil Karloff had an accident too, stuff like that. But I'm just hoping for some good movies. I'm really hoping for a Lanterns trailer soon.
Yeah.
I really want to know a lot about that show.
I think we're gonna get it. There's possibly a New York Comic Con. We got that coming up. I think that's, if you're gonna do it, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I
would. You ever play it after the season finale of Peacemaker?
Yeah. Maybe
that would be great.
Maybe that's the big cameo.
That would be just a big trailer. Because remember that there was supposed to be an episode of Creature Commandos that the idea was they were gonna attach the Superman trailer to Creature Commandos, and you had to watch the last episode of Creature Commandos to watch the Superman trailer, and then it was going to be online the next day. But who knows? In the mysterious of the multiverse and into a crisis.
In James Gunn's craziness mind
as a monkey. Let's really quick before we end the show. James Gunn is the monkey. Were you happy to find out that it was James Gunn?
Yes.
Yes. I love that he did the monkey sounds too.
I thought that was so funny.
Wait, there's a whole video?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bloopers of him. Yeah, there's a huge blooper video.
Okay, I just thought it was just a picture. I just get a picture in the Facebook group being like, it's James Gunn acting like the monkey from Superman.
No, he does like.
I love the Alan Tudyk scenes.
The Gary.
With the robot from Superman. I thought those were interesting.
I looked at this whole movie and everyone just had a blast. They had fun.
I loved it. I mean, it is my second favorite movie of the year.
Yep, second. I still have my first. I think I'm going to stand with my first still.
What is your first?
Sinners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love Sinners.
Yeah, Sinners is, I think, number 7 on my list at the moment.
You and I will do our top 10.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do a thing at the end of the year.
So many movies.
I have no faith in Tron Ares.
I don't understand. Off-topic tap.
Yeah.
Time for off-topic.
Sorry, my bad.
Off-topic moments. I'm going to make a little things. Off-topic moments. Tron. What is Disney trying to do with Tron?
I don't know.
It didn't work the first time. It didn't work the second time. Great, cool. You have this great coaster in Japan.
And at Disney World.
Yeah, now it's at Disney World. That no one wanted. Nobody wanted.
Yeah, no one really.
And it took 5 years to build, which is a clone of another roller coaster. What the hell?
Also, it wasn't very comfortable.
I'm looking forward to whenever we do our trip. I am looking forward to going on Tron.
Yeah. I still want to ride it. It still looks cool.
So
and I heard good things.
So a guilty pleasure. I love Tron Legacy. Yeah. I think it's a very.
I don't think they're bad movies. I just don't understand if your movie is bought twice. Why do you think a third time is going to change anything? I'm sorry. I don't think Tron Ares, and not only do I think it's going to bomb spectacularly because you have a certain actor who probably shouldn't be acting anymore named Jared Leto. I
agree 100%. Because every time Jared Leto touches a movie now, it's wham,
But I mean, it still looks good. Like I just, who's this for? I don't get it. I understand it's a cult classic. I get it, and you're gonna get that 40-year-old who loved it when in the 80s, and that's who you're gonna get. You're probably gonna get me and you just because we go to the movies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But like your average moviegoer doesn't give a shit about Tron.
He said, and we got all these horror movies out too, which a lot of them is. Now I'm going to this month coming up, or October, I'm going to finally watch Weapons.
I still haven't seen it yet either.
I saw the Honest trailers, so that whole thing ruined it, but I was like, whatever.
I haven't watched it. I'm trying to keep it as.
I need to see F1.
Same here. I usually what I do at the end of the year is like towards like the end. It's like, okay, what movies did I miss that I still need to see? Weapons, F1. There's another one that I missed. I'm upset. I missed
The
Long Walk.
Primitive War.
Yeah, Primitive War. We will go.
Yeah.
We will try to find. I wanted to see that.
Apparently did really well.
I wanted to see that Batman Aztec.
Yeah.
That looks. I've heard it. I've heard it's good.
And usually, what I do is I take a day off from work or whatever, and
Movie day,
and that's what I do for the whole day. And I just I try to get 5 or 6 movies in, and this is gonna be a good list because I'm at movie 95. Like last night, I got to movie 95 because I went to the mystery movie, Dead of Winter. Pretty good. Enjoyed it. So I mean, compared to other reviewers and things like that, it's I'm at a point where I could actually go up to someone and be like, yeah, I saw 130 some odd movies. Mm-hmm. Yes, 20 of them are Popeye the Slayer Man bull crap, but
we watched the horrible movie. We watched
you weren't even watching it
because it was so bad. I felt like it was just I give you credit, but we watched.
Mary and his dad watched these very cheesy horror shark movies.
We watched the Ouija shark.
Yeah, we watched the first Ouija shark. They watched the second one, and then they watched Mummy Shark, which they were like, yeah, there's a whole hamburger restaurant in the pyramids. And I was like, so if you go to the pyramids now these days and you ask, hey, where's your hamburger restaurant in the pyramids? They're going to look at you like, what? But yeah, no, it was, it's literally like a home video someone made. But then again, it said it came out in 2020.
Yeah.
So
I've seen all 3 Popeye. I haven't seen all the Mickey Mouse horror movies yet. There's still one, Mickey's Murder Boat.
Oh, the Steamboat Willie one?
I've seen Screamboat. Screamboat is the best of everything I've seen. Screamboat and Bambi Reckoning. I thought Bambi's Reckoning was actually really good.
Huh.
They actually, compared to, the other ones where it's, all your kills happen at the end, all these kills are, going through the whole movie, and it's the and some of it's by, Bambi's dad, because actually Bambi's dad, who's the actual, it's not Bambi, it's just Bambi's dad, because they have to lead to the sequel, so, Winnie the Pooh can ride Bambi to murder people. So that was actually really good. And the kills were actually fun and exciting. Screamboat Willie had, when I make my list of the year, best kill, has one of the best kills I've seen in a movie in a very long time.
Okay. It beats Terrifier killing? Yes,
it is. Okay, so Screamboat Willie, or I think it's just called Screamboat, is played by the guy who plays the clown in Terrifier.
Okay.
He plays Steamboat. He's in a mouse suit, but he's also the size of a mouse.
Oh. Okay.
So imagine, a grown-sized man in this mouse costume, but he's killing people as the size of a mouse.
I'm sorry. All I can hear now is he's the size of a mouse. You don't
Yeah.
hear a full man going, ah, you hear, oh.
You want to go see your dad?
Okay. Wait. Here we go. Enjoy yourself.
Duck. But yeah, I recommend Screenboat Willie.
I'm gonna check out the Terrifier for the first time this year.
I saw the third one. I haven't seen 1 or 2. I saw the third one.
We're doing a Final Destination in October.
Yeah, I planned for like when my birthday comes around, which is like October 12th, 13th. I'm gonna do like a little Halloween party. We're gonna put some B movies on. Sweet. Clean out the backyard.
Nice.
Things like that.
Yeah, October's gonna be busy. It's gonna be a busy month. But we're gonna wrap up DC, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna see what happens in the crisis. There could be a crisis. There could be another episode. Who knows? We'll find out.
There'll be another episode.
There will definitely be another episode.
Oh, that's debating. If there actually be another episode. Our schedules get flown around a whole lot, and we try to have like weekly or bi-weekly, and just something happens.
Something happens, or it's just a delay or something. But we'll try. I mean, it was a great episode.
Oh,
I
loved it.
I loved it.
Had fun.
So yeah, I'm looking forward. We'll be seeing what kind of news. It seems like DC news is dropping. By the time
we'll do a Peacemaker episode.
I would love to do the Peacemaker review. I would like to, and then hopefully the Lancers trailer. If we find out, New York Comic Con.
Yep, New York Comic Con's coming up.
When is that? Is that next week?
I think it's the week of the 12th.
Okay.
I know it's it was near my birthday last year.
Let's try to get an episode for the fans. Let's do a prediction of what's going to happen. Announce it New York Comic Con.
I think they're going to announce a crisis.
I think the Absolute Justice League is going to be fully announced, and I think they're going to announce Absolute World's Finest.
So let me rephrase a second. Comic wise for DC, crisis event.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do a crisis event. I think they're going to announce more crossovers.
Mm-hmm.
They're like I said earlier in the episode, I said they were going to do a Superman, Spider-Man issue. I'm expecting that. DC television-wise, I think we're going to see Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised to see something with My Adventures with Superman or the Caped Crusader.
Yeah.
I'm actually hoping that because there's been talks that in animated movie, there's been talks they're going to be trying to do Nightfall.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that, so I could see that. I think we're going to see something with Mr. Miracle.
Oh, absolutely!
Oh, yeah.
Like first looks.
Yeah.
First look.
In the the other
in
side.
Starfire.
Yeah. In the other side of Marvel, I wonder if we're going to see our first look at X-Men '97.
Yeah.
I hope so because it is killing me.
My God, did you notice her
Killing
just
me.
raised up?
I need them to confirm that Gambit is dead. I mean, I'm 100% sure Apocalypse is bringing back Gambit as Horseman of Death, and I need to see the agony in Rogue's face.
Jesus.
Listen, I read the comics, and you shush. You're a nerd too. You're on this podcast. There's that one panel where she's just struggling to fight Gambit as Death, and Gambit goes back to Apocalypse's hideout and says, "But I love her," and Apocalypse is like, "There is no such thing as love," and he tries to like get that erased from Gambit, basically, but Gambit's just like, "No, I love this woman."
Yeah, well, we'll see what's going to be announced at New York Comic Con.
Maybe more Doomsday stuff.
Some Doomsday stuff.
Yeah, it'd be nice to.
I like to know
big event that ends Superman.
Yeah. I'd like to hear more about Matt Fraction's Batman run, and I'm very
maybe something with Ultimate Endgame.
I will definitely for that. That would be definitely top. And then if you haven't read it, if you guys haven't read it yet, Tom Taylor's Detective Comics is actually really good.
Oh, I know. They're great. I recommend them to people all the time.
I think we're going to see more art with, Doomsday. Yeah, we did say Doomsday. When you said Doomsday, I was actually thinking Superman Doomsday with, with the Time Trapper.
I think we're going to hear a lot about Ultimate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if the rumors are true with Bendis coming back.
I think DC's gonna be all about Absolute, and then their other stuff. But Marvel's gonna be talking about their Ultimate, because I think a lot of the fans are gonna want to know about what's going on. Ultimate.
Wonder Man.
Yes.
I keep forgetting about
and Vision Quest.
Vision Quest.
Okay, I hope they announce some of these things that have just been forgotten about, because it's just like we haven't heard of them in a while. So it's like, okay, hey guys,
right.
what about these?
All right, let's hear. This is just one last prediction, and that's what I'm thinking. I know it's really early, but does the Russo brothers go and send out a picture of Doom?
I think they want to keep it a secret still.
So my problem is I think so, because there's so many leaks now of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the ones that are leaked, it's like blurry. He's definitely gonna have the scarred face.
Oh, there's
a lot of people.
I don't think you're gonna see. You're gonna see him in the suit.
You're gonna see him in the suit. Everyone's saying,
You're not gonna see the
it's gonna
face
be
yet.
Robert Downey Jr.'s face. I'm like, no. Dr. Doom has never taken off his mask. He's also had a scarred face. If we do get to see him without his mask, yeah, it's gonna be Robert Downey Jr., but it's not gonna be Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. It's gonna be him as Doom with the scarred face. But he's mostly gonna keep that mask on throughout the whole movie.
There's some new leaks. I'm not gonna say what the new leaks are, but it's like, oh, okay.
Might be for the next episode.
Yeah.
In case people haven't seen them.
A lot of faces are scarred up. I can tell you that. There's a lot of bruised faces.
I have a few speculations, but
Tom
I'm
Holland.
saving that.
God damn, Tom! And for that, we will end DC guys with that note this time. I am Adam.
I'm Todd. I'm going to hell.
I'm Alanna.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, just to let everyone know, Tom Holland is actually doing fine.
Yes.
He is
He's
out of the
okay.
hospital. He actually went to a press event like the day after.
With his fiance.
So, I feel like I'm okay to make that joke.
You can make that joke. I just like. God.
But well, actually, then we'll lead off on this. Sony did come out and say, "Hey, slight little delay, but we're still going to have Spider-Man come out on time." Something tells me there's a lot of scenes that they're filming right now.
They are filming someone else in the Spider-Man costume today.
That and just other scenes in general.
I mean, I'll be very excited when the press comes and we get to hear about what the heck the stunt was.
Yeah.
Because the stunt sounds very interesting to me. Because if you had Tom Holland injured and the stunt double got injured, it's like, what was the stunt?
Yeah.
I'll definitely see it. We'll spot it in the movie. Be like, oh, there it is. That's the one.
It's going to be him falling. Like,
They reenacted Turn Off the Dark.
Yeah, okay. Yep, I was ready to think about that one. But like, damn, you're going to do that.
It is Spider-Man musical. Like it's the Rogers Spider-Man one.
They were bouncing off the
It's
walls.
because Spider-Man is just as important as Captain America and Steve Rogers. So
Yeah.
but with that, we're gonna say goodnight, and I'm going to hell. So
Fair enough. Well, the rapture's coming.
Yeah.
So I'm Adam.
And I'm Todd.
I'm Alanna.
And this is our second time doing it.
Yep.
So bye.
Bye.